Guess where I went this morning? TKMAXX. Yes, I know, it's probably in the title, so you probably already know as well, but hey, I went there and it was glorious. So I've been shopping TKMAXX a little bit recently because I'm like trying to keep my eye out for all the autumn kind of Halloweeny bits coming in. Haven't really seen anything I liked. Today I went to one up in Fradden, which is just one in Cornwall, just on the Kingsley Village bit. If you're local, you'll know it. Because I wanted to pop into Next as well, and I went to M&S Bakery this morning. Did I get myself, what did I get myself? A Victoria muffin? Yes, I did. I did try the cookies, you know, the kind of crumble rip-off cookies last weekend when I went to M&S. Yeah, I don't really rate them. But anyway, that's beside the point. I went to TKMAXX. I picked up literally 2 things, but they're 2 really good things, so I want to share that. But whilst I was in there, I filmed some bits and I thought I would just share it in today's video because I'm trying to be really good with my uploads and just be really consistent for you guys and showing up with my face. So here it is. I'm about to do some crafting tonight as well, so another DIY will be on its way very soon. So if you want to stay tuned for that, then please do subscribe. I would love to have you. If you love autumn videos, if you love come shop with me, if you love hauls, if you love crafting, I am the girl for you, especially over autumn and Christmas. We are just gonna be here, okay? We're here for the season. So here's my TKMAXX bag, but before I show 2 very lovely things I bought, let's see what was actually in store. So I've come in on my microphone now because the shop itself was so busy and I went in the morning. So first things first I found was this cushion. Absolutely gorgeous. The embroidery on that was lovely. This throw here, I've seen this a ton on Instagram and Pinterest over the last 12 months. It came out last year, I know that, and I wanted to get my hands on it, but I could never find it, and I found it today, £24.99. Like I said, I'm on a bit of a budget at the moment. I'm trying not to bring in things I don't necessarily need, so I did leave it behind. Am I feeling a little bit of regret over that? Yeah, probably, because it is quite a traditional like Halloweeny throw, and it's not really majorly plasticky, if that makes sense. Like sometimes they're a bit too fake and just, yeah, they're not that cute. But anyway, I like that one. I did also like this cowboy ghost. Look at that, he had boots and everything. £12.99. I thought that was an absolute steal, and I think for the right house you could style that up very well. I think, you know, the modern cowgirl loving girly would probably love that ghosty, and I think he could look good in a really cool high-rise flat. I obviously have an old cottage, so that didn't really suit my house, so I didn't buy it, but I did love him. And moving on to the cushions and everything like that, they had these ones. I really like them. As you guys know, I am a ghosty girl. I didn't really like the fabric on them, and to be honest, £20, I felt that was a little bit pricey, and I thought we could probably DIY something like for that same price and get a better like quality. Is that bad saying that? But I felt like it was true. They had the same sort of texture in a blanket. I liked the ghost patterns, I just didn't like the fabric again. And this one here was £24.99, I believe. I do show most of the tags. There you go. Whatever that said, I don't know because I don't have my glasses on. Looking through the other throws, they had some really cool ones that don't really suit my aesthetic, but really cool ones nonetheless. There was one thing that I did see, and that was this giant ghost shaped throw. See that there? Are you joking? I feel like we're going to see that on Instagram and Pinterest a lot, maybe even TikTok if the girlies get their hands on that, because I think there are some girlies out there that will love that. I love it, but I have white bedding and I don't think it would show up very well on mine, and also I feel like that might be a touch too far for me personally, but I did love it. I also really like this set of hand towels. They do great hand towels in there seasonally anyway, as you guys may know, but I really like that pack. I thought that was a really nice like summery touch, and I thought that could be out in August and September, because even though it's still summer, I think it has summery colours, but then the ghost, you know, that's a good transitional piece. Anyway, loads of hand towels in there. We love to see it. So moving on to the dog toys section, this little guy reminded me of a free like decor piece that was in Next at the moment. So save yourself 20 quid and just buy the dog toy ones. No one needs to know it's a dog toy, it's fine. I did like this little spider one. It's got one of those spiky balls inside, you know when dogs have the spiky balls, but it's actually inside of the body. The pumpkin there, look how cute that was. It had a squeaker in. The ghost down here, that one had a squeaker in as well. Always look at the toys in here because Roman loves a little toy and he loves a squeaky toy as well, so I will obviously refrain from putting that squeaky noise on camera. That was a very loud squeaker, so sometimes when people do that, my own dog thinks it's for him, but either way, we're on the voiceover today. It is what it is. Moving over to the kitchenware, loads of oven mitts, loads of aprons, loads of tea towels. Look at that one, the traditional Halloween print. I love that. I loved it with the stripes down the side as well. Gave me that vintage vibe. That's the kind of vibe I personally like for Halloween, also for Christmas, I'm not gonna lie. I know some girlies like the modern ones, and I think the modern ones are pretty cool, and don't get me wrong, modern Halloween has its place, and obviously all the pink ghosts and all of that, the mirrored ones and stuff, they do look cool in certain houses, but for me that's just not my style, you know. This is not what I go for. I like the primitive vintage pieces. Some things that did catch my eye as well were these chargers. So these were like beaded ones, and they were actually really heavy, and they had loads of different designs. I like that stripy one with the gold spiders, and they did also have a spider web one, and then one which was like massive, probably like a meter long, which I think was kind of maybe a runner rather than a charger, but still lovely. Really like this tablecloth. I don't typically use the tablecloth, I'm not gonna lie. I have my table bare, just bare wood, that rustic feel in my kitchen. I like it, so I don't cover it up with a tablecloth, but that tablecloth was really nice. It was only £12.99, which I thought was a good price. I liked all their foliage, that sort of stuff, and obviously all the glass pumpkins. There are plenty of them in store, loads of them. I love that little pink one, didn't need it. Also like this little guy, look at his face, it's like the cutest thing I've ever seen. Some of the ghosts had cute faces, some had scary faces, some didn't have faces at all. Again, another cowboy thing. Cowboy and Halloween seems to be quite a big theme this year, and I don't think I'm mad at it, but like I said, I don't think it fits in, even though I am a big cowboy lover. I love country music and I also love ghosts, but I don't know, I don't like that crossover for me personally. Anyway, mugs, look at them. And I bet you can guess what I actually bought, but I will show you it obviously in a second, because you do need to see it, okay? It is the single best mug you have ever seen in your life. TKMAXX bag out now. I have got a couple of Tommy's bits in here. He bought this Bulldog eye serum stuff, age defense eye roll on. He loves these. And then he also got this Bayless and Hardner Goodness, naturally for men, sandalwood and rich vanilla. They had every single blooming scent in there, to be honest. They were £4 and they smelled great. It smells blooming fantastic. So if your man's after another shower gel, or you know it's a birthday or something coming up, check out this one because it smells really good. Anyway, on to the actual fun stuff. Like I said, I literally bought two things, okay? First thing, this. Are you joking? Look at that. I know, very Joanna Parker inspired. I would say it's probably, well, it feels a bit like a rip-off to be honest, because it looks exactly like her work. Eli and Anna, handmade ceramics, that's what it says on the bottom. Look at it, I love it. I do not need any more mugs. I say this all the time, I don't. I have too many mugs. Like, I'm actually going to admit that myself now. I do have too many. I couldn't resist it. I said to Tommy when I was in there, I was like, I'm not buying anything, I'm not going to buy anything at all, just going to have a look at things and it'll be fine. I saw this and I thought, I'm actually going to buy that. And the dopamine that gave me, worth it. £4.99. £4.99 for that. Look at that cat. Is it a bit scary? Yeah, but I love my Joanna Parker pieces and that just reminded me of her. So I got it. I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. And then this piece here is like the biggest one. What was that? Yeah, this here was £6.99, and like I said, not a very big haul because I'm really trying to be conscious of the things I bring in my home. As you guys know, for many years now, I try to buy as little as possible. I'm not one of these people that will buy fake hauls and take it back. No, what I buy here is actually what I keep. So let's get her out. Oh my goodness, this is even better than I remembered, and I only bought it a couple hours ago. Look at it. Is that not the most perfect pumpkin mat you've ever seen? Look at the faces. It's got the circle ones like that cartoon. What is that cartoon called? I don't know, but you'll probably know. Look at that. I love it. And like I said, £6.99. £6.99. You can't get any better. Look at it. What? As soon as I saw it, I was like, that has to be mine. I love it. I did actually have a Joanna Parker one from TKMAXX a couple of years ago, but inevitably it got ruined. I'll put a picture on screen now, but it got ruined out in the rain because I didn't take it in. I kept it up for 2 years out in my front garden, and then the postman would come and he'd be like, it's so early for Halloween, isn't it? Because it would be February, and I'll be like, yeah, just keep it out all year round. This is what's probably going to happen with this one. It's probably going to be out there all year round. Might replace it at Christmas, but yeah, look at that. Thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. I just, yeah, the dopamine in me. I maxed out from this mug and this, like it was £12.99 I think for both of them or something, £13, and it's made my day. It's probably made my week, and I'm going to see that every time I enter my house, and I'm going to sip on my coffee in that. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. Like I said, I'm going to go off and do some crafting now. I just wanted to get this little video out and just pop in and say hello again, because like I said, I'm trying to be more consistent, showing up for you, my YouTube friends. So I hope you have a good one. Let me know if you've picked up anything in TKMAXX recently, if you've had your eye on anything like in particular, or you've seen something. Send me over on Instagram DMs, because when people send me stuff on Instagram DMs, sometimes I'm like, okay, I do need that, and then I'll go out and find something similar as well. There are a set of glasses that I want in Next. I'll put a picture of them on screen. I did go to Next today, but they didn't really have a lot in there, to be honest. They did say they had the glasses in stock, and I went there and then they didn't, so there was that. But anyway, I'm probably gonna order them online, because I do think I want them. So yeah, that's on my, like, do I really need this kind of list? Then I probably will buy them. But anyway, if there's anything that you think I should check out, or anything you've got your eye on, definitely send it to me on Instagram DMs. And yeah, hopefully I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.